It was announced this week that as part of swinging budget cuts, all but one of Manchester's public toilets are to be closed. I was shocked. Where will people go if they want to buy a Big Mac? I asked. Then someone told me that those aren't officially public toilets at all and are, strictly speaking, classified as restaurants. It's like when you find out that tomatoes are fruit, that Eton College is a charity, or that the Komodo dragon has 2 penises. Just when you think you're out of the woods. I don't know what the population of Manchester is, but one public lavatory doesn't sound quite enough. And even that one you'll have to pay for. In which case, why not keep the others open and make people pay for those as well? At least then they'd remain in working order, so that in some crazy utopian future where everyone's allowed to go to the toilet, regardless of their credit rating, I know, call me a dreamer, then they won't all have been closed down and turned into cottaging-themed nightclubs. In fact, better to keep them open and not even clean them than just board them up. Leave a mop in the corner. We're all in this together. Because the truth is that whatever the council does, tramps will still piss and shit. Not only can we not stop them, ultimately they can't stop themselves. It's got to come out. And surely it's better that that happens in a public lavatory, however badly maintained, than behind a tree or in a public library. Although those problems have been averted by selling off the forests and closing all the public libraries. And it's not just the homeless who use public toilets and libraries. We all do. Not that often, maybe, but it's important to know they're there, isn't it? I mean, really, isn't it? Otherwise, what message is our society sending out? Sorry, you don't live here. Go and piss in the street. Think you might want to read a book? Then buy it. And make Dan Brown even richer before you realise 10 pages in, it's a pile of shit. In our big society, everything has to pay its way. So we should get rid of those wasteful life rings along the riverbanks. Whoever uses them? Only drunks and people who've tried to commit suicide? Why should taxpayers' money be frittered away saving losers from drowning when we could infinitesimally reduce the budget deficit? The Romans could afford them, the Victorians could afford them, and I think we can still afford public loos. I'm sorry, but I do. I don't think we're that fucked. But now, in a weird, self-mutilating frenzy of cuts, we're destroying things that are far more expensive to replace from scratch than they are to maintain. And if we continue this short-term thinking, soon, we as a civilization will literally have nowhere to go.